I just met up with my ex-husband to exchange our son, and I found out that my toddler has been calling my ex-husband's new wife mama. So when he said it in the car, I was like, huh? So I marched my butt back over to the car where he was, and I said, has Ryder been calling her mama? And he said, yeah. Why? Why? He said, because she is his mom when you're not there.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. We got something pretty good today, man. We got a mother. We got a mother upset because her baby father, right? Her baby father moved on, and she moved on as well. However, right, people are going to be like, oh, okay, well, you know, the same bitter baby mom stuff. I don't think she's the bitter baby mom in this situation. I think two things can be true. Right now, I understand where she's coming from, and I think a lot of people could understand where she's coming from. I think fathers could understand where, where she's coming from, but once again, that's just something for you guys to see on your own, but just to give a little bit of context here, she's upset because, hey, her daughter or her son, I believe it's her daughter, is pretty much calling her father's wife or new girlfriend or whatever mother. Right now, this mother is like, man, hold on, time out. Who you calling mommy? Dad's girlfriend or dad's wife, Auntie Jennings or whatever. So I'll call her mama. So of course she's upset about that. I think a lot of women will be upset about that. Now it didn't sound like she was trying to be petty or anything. However, to sit over here and jump out the car and be like, yeah, he don't need to be calling her mother, yada yada. I mean, once again, you just have, that's just what it is, right? That's just what it is. You just in those situations, you have a lot of kids who have stepmothers and stepfathers who call their stepfathers and stepmothers mother and father. Right now, I used to date a girl, same situation, where she had a stepmother and she called her stepmother mother, and she treated her like one too. So I mean, once again, you have somebody like you pretty much have my girlfriend, her brother, her brother have two different fathers. You get what I'm saying? But her brother calls her father. So I mean, so he calls her father dad. You get what I'm saying? So generally it tends to be the type of relationship the type of bond that they build with each other. Now, as a mother, you can't be the one to sit over here and try to destroy that or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Because you had your opportunity. You had your opportunity to be in that situation. You had your opportunity to prove to that man that you could be the type of woman that he needs you to be. But hey, you didn't want to be. He goes out and go get the woman that he desires, and guess what? That's what he gets. Right, that's what he gets, and he gets a woman, man, that says, you know what, I don't mind, taking in that kid as if it's my own. And you're gonna try to go over there and go destroy that type of bond. That's, once again, man, you can dish it, but you can't take it. Let's jump into this video.
I just met up with my ex-husband to exchange our son, and I found out that my toddler has been calling my ex-husband's new wife mama. So when he said it in the car, I was like, huh? So I marched my butt back over to the car where he was, and I said, has Ryder been calling her mama? And he said, yeah. Why? Why? He said, because she is his mom when you're not there. I said, she is not his mom. He said, she is when you're not there. Am I just in my emotions of being upset about this? Because I birthed him. Personally, I feel like I'm the only one that gets that privilege. I would just like to know your guys' thoughts about this.
And see, guys, this is what I pick up on. This is what I picked up on. She said my ex-husband. I'm talking about my toddler. The toddler. How old is a toddler? A toddler is generally 1 to 3. A toddler is generally 1 to 3 years of age. So you mean to tell me that within 3 years, y'all had a child and y'all divorced? People, what are we doing here? You get what I'm saying? People, what are we doing here? We all are marrying for the wrong reasons, right? She just became another statistic, and once again, you're getting upset because, hey, well, you know what? That's not, no, he's not, she's not his mother. Once again, man, listen, that's the bond that they probably created. That's the bond that they probably created. And if we continue to stay together, eventually it's going to happen. Eventually it's going to happen. So stop trying to deny the inevitable or delay the inevitable and just accept it for what it is. And once again, this is why I say she had her opportunity to be the woman. She had the opportunity to be that mother. But guess what? You probably did not. You probably weren't trying to be submissive. You probably weren't trying to clean up. You probably weren't trying to listen. You're probably trying to take the lead. You're probably sitting over here trying to say, hey, well, we're both equal. Once again, you're not equal, man, when you're sitting over here doing stuff like this. You're not equal when you're sitting over here, man, or while you're sitting over here, while you got my son or my daughter sitting over here calling this woman a mother, or his mommy. I mean, once again, he is when you're not there. But once again, I can understand where she's coming from. I can truly understand where she's coming from. I think anybody can. But my only rebuttal is, what were you doing, man, to make sure you stayed in that position? Right? What were you doing? What were you doing to try to stay in that position? You could have avoided all of this had you just been the woman that he needed you to be. But hey, guess what? You weren't. So he went out here and he found another woman. And hey, she's the mama when you're not there. And yeah, the father does sound a little irritated or a little spiteful behind it. Yeah, I mean, well, she's the mother when you're not there. I get it. She is the mother when you're not there, though. I mean, like I said, I feel that is just a bond that child and that stepmother created. Now, of course, we got to read the comments. Let's go ahead and read the comments. So now we're just going to go ahead and read what the caption. We're going to read the person who is, we're going to read the host of the page, right? The caption goes on and says, "This is never okay if it's done deliberately to upset the other parent. No matter how shitty you think they are as parents, it's never a good idea. It makes your child an innocent target. In a blended family situation, as a step parent, there should be respectable boundaries in the family, and it shouldn't be required or allowed that stepchildren call their step parent mom or dad when both of their biological parents are present in their lives. No matter what the circumstances entail, step parents are not replacements. They are bonuses. Well, in some cases. This foolishness does nothing but complicate and confuse things by bringing in more unnecessary conflict that now makes kids directly involved and placed in the center of more chaos. Absolutely not. So someone else says, so you don't want your child to have a healthy relationship with his stepmother? That's one of my questions. That's one of my questions as well. Somebody else says, what's the problem? Y'all women have all kind of men around these kids. Get out your feelings. That's just a fact. And a lot of women tend to control who is around the kid, who sees the kid. Oh, well, your baby mama can't see the kid, blah, 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 blah. Or your girl can't see our kid, this, that, and the third. I mean, just put all types of restrictions on what the man can do with his child. It's kind of crazy. So someone else goes on to say he is a toddler. And if a toddler is calling someone other than their mom or dad, then that other person is caring for them and loving them so well that they identify that person as mom and dad. Instead of being hateful, spiteful, and emotional, be grateful, because kids are being mishandled, mistreated, and unalived by so-called step parents. That's just a fact, man. She can't say it any better. She cannot say it any better. Someone else says, he's right. Get out your feelings. Someone else says, nah, because if my kids are calling someone else dad, we are going to have a problem. And once again, I understand them. But at the same time, that means you have had a child with that woman. If that is the case, you need to go over there. You need to go fix and you need to go amend that relationship. I hate when people sit over here and keep doing this. Oh, well, I'm going to be mad, man. So and so, my baby mama do this, my baby mama do that. Somebody do this, my baby mama. Then you need to go over there and go fix that relationship. Go ahead and go fix that relationship. But see, to sit over here, man, and saying you're going to get upset about it, right? Because this is what you called for. This is what you put yourself into. I mean, once again, you can't get mad at nobody but yourself. Someone else says, my stepdaughter calls me mommy and also calls me Evie or Abby, whatever you want to say, when she's trying to let others know which mom she's referring to. I don't trip, and neither does her birth mom. She's safe and loved by both of us. It takes a village. To me, that just means the child feels safe and comfortable around you. I mean, hey, once again, you can't beat that. Someone that says it shows that the child is not being mistreated. She treats the child just like you do for him to identify her as you. It's a compliment, showing that you're a great example and she is leading by it. That's my opinion. Right? Okay, sis. Okay, sis. Somebody else says you sound bitter, girl. Husband is right. Somebody else says it depends on the dynamic of the family. Sometimes it's done to be spiteful. Sometimes it's done in a functional blended family. Then the last comment goes on to say, whole time she still got feelings for the dude and really just upset he moved on. Right. And that's, I mean, hey, you can easily throw that in there and say that. But for the most part, man, I'm just saying, man, if you have this much, if you have this much feelings towards something like this, bro, fix that relationship with the man then. Now I get it, he probably moved on, but you need to fix that relationship with the man because obviously you don't you want something, man, that is really only meant for a family, right? Yeah, well, I don't want him calling, I don't want him calling Shaniqua or Becky, mommy, or mama. The only women that tend to get that are women, man, who are in a functional household, in a two-parent household. That's really about the only time you're ever going to get a child to only call you mama and daddy. That's just a fact, right? That's just a fact. That's the only way you're going to be able to sit over here and have them say, yeah, these are my parents. But see, when you want to sit over here and you glorify some cheeks, when you want to sit over here and prioritize the wrong man, you end up having kids out of wedlock, and you end up going through these situations. And now you're crying and upset because, hey, guess what? Another woman is not going to say take your place because, like the dude said, step parents are not replacements; it's a bonus. But hey, right? Hey. Once again, how is the kid going to interpret? And if a kid is like, well, shoot, I want a two-parent household. My mama ain't got no two-parent household. My mama ain't got no man, but my dad does. I'm pretty sure he's going to be like, hey, well, and if I'm always around them, what's up, mom? But hey, y'all let me know down below. How do y'all feel about this, man? How do y'all feel about this? Do y'all think y'all kids should be calling another man dad or another woman mother? Leave me, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.